Hey guys, it's Charlotte here with Dragonfly Soul Healing. So, I wanted to hop on today because my phone has been pretty crazy today. It's been busy, and I feel like there is a need to kind of come on here today to just kind of talk about the energy and what we need to do right now to keep us balanced and what we need to pay attention to or what needs to be said at all, because it seems like the energy is so intense that we're really struggling to see through the truth. So I'm going to start this off with the singing bowl for a second just to kind of shift the energy. I want you guys to just take a minute for yourself right now and breathe through this energy and let the singing bowl kind of take your energy where it needs to, and then we're going to jump into some cards, all right? Okay, so I have the cards shuffled here, and I think I'm going to start with this Seek the Truth here. It's the first card that's at the bottom of the deck. This one here is showing how we are currently really seeing through the truth of a lot of things, and this is the problem with today, it seems, is whatever this trigger is that's coming up, it's really affecting our lives in many ways. It's really talking about how not everybody's ready to have the lights pulled when they're sleeping, kind of thing. So I feel like this truth is kind of peeled back another layer of understanding of where you're meant to go. I've got the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck here, and it's showing how there's this heartache that's come in. That's part of this trigger that's come up today. And it's really asking you to move forward. This is the Eight of Cups, and it's this movement of forward energy, right? We're being asked to really step out of our comfort zones at this time, and you can see this person's walking alone here, right? And so it could be a really lonely journey at this time, really lonely today. And so just sit with yourself. There's a reason that today is feeling this way, and we need to pause with our energy. There's a lot of control here, being control around the heart. And so they're kind of really asking you to let go of this cage right now. I even have the Fly High card here, the Guardians. And this one's talking about looking at the situation from the higher perspective, recognizing that these things that are playing out right now are really shifting you into a new direction. That is why we're so triggered at this time, because we're fearful of leaving this comfort zone, this place that we've been for so long. This card here says, you are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. And I feel like what's happening is you're really having to step into the role that you came here for. And this is uncomfortable because you've had to shed many layers of yourself, parts of you that you thought were your true self, and realize that they weren't part of you. They weren't aspects that you wanted to carry forward. We even have this. So we had the move card, the moving on, and the move card here. There's a lot of movement, a lot of push. A lot of people are moving as well. It seems like everybody's ready to jump into this new aspect. Interesting that we have this card come up here, the community card. This one talks about many different cultures coming together. And so it seems like, one, there's a lot of different aspects of yourself really coming into play, right? We were working on our shadow side for so long, and really digging deep into those beautiful parts of ourselves that everybody deemed unworthy. And so in this time, we're really coming together with our community. And you'll notice that that's something that we've talked about a lot in this last few months, is letting go of these old energies, these old friends, these old ways of being and doing things, which left you walking alone a lot, like this card was showing. Right? There's a lot of forward movement here. And a lot of it had to be done alone, because not everybody is in the aspect of where you are. But what happened is you freed up a lot of space to really bring yourself to this new perspective, to these fresh energies. And so now that you have this space, it's really trying. You don't really know where you're going. You don't know who's coming with you. You're pretty guarded. You're kind of walking forward with this shield up. You're a little bit passive. You're a little bit nervous about where you're going. There's a lot of things that are coming in that, are forcing you to charge ahead, and you don't really know if you want to go. You don't know where you want to go yet. But look at the Chariot card is, again, another forward movement energy. I also have this card here, says, I'm leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. And even this one here I want to bring up as well. To help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. And this is really about looking at that higher perspective, right? We were talking about flying high above the situation. You need to see the truth in the situation as a whole. There's a lot of people that are going through this right now. We see it everywhere. There's a lot of trauma happening for a lot of people who hadn't been paying attention to the signs and the syncs that we had. And so in this time, they're really having to view themselves from a different perspective. This Views of the Ego card comes up here, and it's about being very selfish and stuff like this. So there's a lot of selfish energy around, and we really have to watch who we're around, the energies we're around. This card would be represented like the Devil card in traditional tarot, right? The Simply Love card here is kind of coming up, and it's like, look, we need to just get back to the basics, even if this means just getting into your own energy, right? It's about really stepping back into your soul sovereignty. And so pulling back from all these controls. Look at this. We have the Control card and then the Refusing to See as well. So we have two cards of showing this control, this blocking of, not listening, right? The head is blocked in many aspects. And so it's about really taking this helmet off and starting to listen and paying attention. This Refusing to See is the Two of Swords. It's like you have a decision to make. There's places that you need to go. You're being shown this. You're being shown that it's time to go. This is why everything's a little bit testy right now, and everybody's like reaching out for a little bit of guidance here, because everything's testing you. Where am I supposed to be going? And maybe we don't want to go necessarily where we're being pushed, but we don't see what's coming. Love Abounds comes up here too, right? It's like there's something behind this rock that you can feel it. You can feel that light kind of calling you to come. And yet your comfort zone has been protecting that heart for so long that it's scary to actually put that stone down and keep moving forward. And this is where we have this helpless and hopeless. And even the Darkest Fears card comes out. That Nine of Swords has been coming up a lot today. The anxiety, sleepless nights, stuff like this. Why? Because we've put ourselves in this self-sabotage of feeling like we don't know which way to go. This card almost seems like the Two of Swords as well. And really this normally in traditional tarot, the Eight of Swords, is that woman with her hands tied behind her back with ribbon, and she's got a blindfold on, and there's all kinds of swords stabbed into the ground around her. She's able to free herself so easily, but she feels helpless and hopeless. Right? There's two directions I can take. They both look good. Which one does your heart call you to? Right? Love abounds, remember? Let's go to where that call is coming. I want you guys to let go of these darkest fears, because what's underneath that is the dreams coming true. And so it's showing you that things are really trying to come forward right now, and we need to just be patient with ourselves, patient with our energy. Look, the Blossom card underneath that as well. Clearly that's the deck we're using today. Out of all of them, this was the famous one today. Blossoming into this new energy, we're really learning how to work with our magic, work with this energy around us, recognizing that we have so much power than we even could imagine. And we're able to manifest. And so, again, getting out of that darkest fears energy, that 9 of Swords, of really getting deep in the anxiety and holding on to these fears, is manifesting the same, you know? So we really got to pay attention to our words and how we're acting right now and start manifesting the good. If you're struggling today, like, clean the house. What have you guys done to shift that energy? Are you feeling depressed and everything sucks and I'm stressed out and this, that, and the other thing, but you haven't changed a single thing? Because, guys, we're all being pushed hard. I've been posting about the changes that I've been having to make as well over here, and we're all going through it, but we have to listen to those signs. If something's telling you you're supposed to be cleaning out that closet, you know why? Because that stagnant energy is literally overriding you. If you're supposed to clean the front porch because the shoes and the coats and everything are so messy that it's creating dysfunction even when there's not even flow getting into the house, guys, you're holding on to that energy. I know it sucks having to declutter and all this kind of stuff, and it's heavy sometimes. Get some sage, whatever you like to burn to kind of clear the energy. I saged like 3 times today while clearing this place up and trying to shift the vibrations of everything. I just kept lighting the sage and getting back into my space and getting my music going as loud as I could and just doing what I needed to do to get it back to where I like my energy. And so that's what you guys need to do. It's easy to fall into that like pity party and getting really deep into the sorrows and all this kind of stuff. But like, guys, we're trying to release that. We're trying to open up. We're trying to shed those old layers of ourselves and really open up to ourselves so that the wishes can come true with the Star card here. So give yourself some time. Do something to declutter your energy. And if this isn't something that needs to be done in your house, then it's in your thoughts, your car. I don't care what it is. I want you to find what it is that's holding you in these triggers, holding you back, that's kind of creating this congestion, and really like go with the flow for right now. Don't hold yourself back anymore though, because we're moving forward. Remember. All right, guys, take care.